Hello, and welcome. I am super excited to be making this video for you today. I've been telling everybody I'm going to make it this whole year, and I just simply have not had the time. So I got my good friend Trish, who works for List Perfectly, which is what this video is about, to send me over a list of all of the new features that List Perfectly has. I've had quite a few of you asking me to go over them, to talk to you about them, and to show you how they work. I do want to say before we get started, if you're thinking about cross-posting, do it. I am not saying you have to go with List Perfectly. Pick whichever one works for you. Pick which one fits best for you. And I personally have been using List Perfectly for over close to 4 years now. And it's the only one I've used. I've had no complaints. I've had no reason to change or look elsewhere. So I cannot give you a comparison between the different cross-posting softwares. However, I think the biggest thing that a lot of people don't know, at least with List Perfectly, it is so much more than just a cross-posting software. And I think some of the features, even if you took away the cross-posting feature, are worth what it costs for the monthly plans. The biggest one, and I have a video just on it, so I will pop that up for you, is their AI listing. And what that is their company creates listings for you just from photos. So that's something that you could get virtual assistants to do. That's something there are multiple companies charged by the listing. And with them, it's something that you get built in. The plan that I have is $99, but the plans start at $29, and I will review those with you. And you can get some of the AI listings in a lower plan than the $99 if you're not listing a bunch. We, however, typically are listing about 800 items per month in my business. And the $99 plan comes with 1,000 of the AI listings. So that works absolutely perfectly for us. The time and money that is saved by using that is way more than $100. If I have employees, even paying minimum wage, which I pay more than that, but even if I did, it is only 5 hours of payroll when I pay all of the stuff. And the money that you would save, the time that you save, is worth way more than that. So you wouldn't need a virtual assistant. You wouldn't need to hire some company to make the listing. All you have to do is upload the listings, and it creates a title for you. It creates a description. It creates the item specifics. Super easy, only from photos. And I'll do a quick demonstration on that. I'm going to try to demonstrate the majority of the new features for you throughout this video. And I'll let you know if it's ones that are only in the higher plan or if it's ones that are available in every plan. Another really big thing for me with Perfectly is that I don't think anywhere else has. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But they have listing party, and a lot of times, no matter what time it is, somebody is on there. As a reseller, this can be a very lonely profession, and it's hard sometimes, you know. And I'm lucky, I have employees, so I have people that I can talk to about it. But if you're a reseller that, let's say that your spouse does not like reselling, so if you don't have somebody you can talk to about it, or you're at home, you're listing, you're lonely, you can put on listing party, which is basically just resellers hanging out most of the time. But they have mastermind every morning. Trish is the one that puts that on, that I told you. I contacted her and asked her to please let me know all the important features, because I might not be using them all. And as I go through them, I'll tell you which ones I use and which ones I am not currently using, and I might start. So Trish puts on mastermind, and every single morning they have a specific topic. That might be about growing your business. It might be a deep dive on something, how to take better photos. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, every single morning she is there. And I have to applaud her dedication to that. I know for me, just like the Tuesday night lives is a lot. And she does this every single morning during the week. And that is a really, really priceless thing. I do my podcast every Tuesday, 8 to 10, but I know there are a lot of you that would like to chat, bounce ideas off of somebody else. If you have a question about how to list something, you have somewhere to go. And again, I think that's really an invaluable thing, especially it being there almost around the clock. Now, auto delist, where it ends the listings on the other platforms for you, is only in the $99 package. Sales detection is available at $69.99, so it'll pull up your sales. And cross posting is available on every single level. Listing party that I was just talking to you about is available on every single level as well. So even if you're not cross posting, just the knowledge and the community you get from that, I think is worth, $30 a month, right? To me, I say that it is. Now, if you are not cross posting yet, it's still something good to have, because you can create the listings. You also have a backup of all your listings. Heaven forbid you get kicked off of your main platform. You have them all there, and it will take you a very, very short time to get them back onto another platform fast. If you depend on the income, you need a way to back up your listings. I think that's very, very important. And I believe they now have a one button import from eBay. I wish they had that when I started, because I had to do them all individually, but I believe they do have a one button import to bring all of your listings in from eBay. So they're automatically into the List Perfectly catalog, which is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead. I think first what we will do is go to the front List Perfectly page. That way I can go ahead and just show you some of the buttons that are in there. Then we will look at a couple of AI listings that have been created. I can show you exactly how I do it. I pay somebody to take the photos, put them into List Perfectly, and then I price them. That is how I run my business. So if you've been thinking about hiring somebody, this is a great tool to give them. You have them take the photos. List Perfectly will remove the backgrounds. You can even change the color. I'll show you how to do that too. And you don't have to pay for photo room. I pay for photo room because I use it for more than just my listings. I use it for YouTube and my thumbnails and things like that as well. However, if you're only using it for reselling, that could be an expense that you are saving. So let's go ahead. Let's go to the front page. We will take a look at that. I am going to screen share. You're not going to see me. I want you to really focus on what is on the screen. We're going to look at the different benefits, and I will also show you how to set up the auto delist if that's something that you're really interested in. For me, that is a very, very important thing. They also have issue check and finder, which is cool. I need to go through, I have 1,900 listings with issues. Whoops. So I'm going to learn some stuff as I'm going through this with you. I'm really, really excited. If you want to try it, I have a really exciting offer for you at the end of this video. So definitely stay around. It is a money saving one that is about as good as it gets. So let's go ahead, take a look at some of those benefits and features now. All right, so once you sign into List Perfectly, this is your main screen. And here you can see the link to Listing Party, which I'll go ahead and click on Listing Party. So here it says, why list alone, making it a listing party. So it says you're invited, come join the listing parties. As I said, Trish's, I believe, is at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. That is the Masterminds one. So I'm going to click log in, and we'll click log in with List Perfectly, because that's how we get into it. And here it says, are we ready to party? There's a video on Listing Party that would explain it to you. You can create or edit your profile, join a live listing party. Look at this. Like, you can search for assistants that know List Perfectly and could help you with your listings right here. They have that resource for you. Also, it says source and support fellow partiers. So you can even list your inventory or buy inventory here. So many resources in here. So I'm going to hit join a live listing party. I have no idea if there is anything going on. It looks like there is, you can hit the 24-hour party hangout. If you want to create your own, you can request to host one. This one here is, it looks like it's Trish is in. She's in it now. She's in it right now. I'm recording this at now, and she's in it now. So you would just click join party, and it would take you in there. I'm not going to do it, but here you can see tomorrow, from when I'm recording this. When you see this, this is going to have been 2 days before. So there's a mastermind, and they go over hiring virtual assistants, and they're going to all talk about that and give you advice. There's a customer service one at noon, West Coast mastermind, hiring virtual assistants. So if you're West Coast, really, really cool. Susie does that one for those of you on the West Coast, so you don't have to get up at 6 a.m. Creative Conversations, that is Star from Flippin' Hippos. That one is at 8 p.m. So there's all kinds of them all during the day, or you can join the 24-hour party hangout. So really easy. You click on it, pick your party, and off you go. All right, so we came back over here. You can hit add listing. We actually do our AI listings from the phone. So on your phone, you can do everything except for cross post. That is the only thing that you cannot do. There is a quick start guide. I'm going to click on it just really quick to go through it. And they have got starting guides, step 1, step 2, everything you need to know about doing everything. There are videos here to help you. And yes, I'm showing you some things. These are more in depth here's how to install the extension step by step. So really no reason that you cannot figure it out. But if you can't figure it out, you can message myself on Instagram or email me, and I am happy to try to help you figure it out. And if not, I can tell you how to get a hold of them. Streamlining with their link feature, that is one of my favorite features. I am going to show you for sure. Your inventory management, beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, let's go back to the main screen. We'll click back twice here. So there's a guide. They also have news. The current issues is really nice because every software is going to have issues, okay? So you can see here, eBay is yellow currently, and it says the cross-post icons are not appearing for users that have slower internet. So it says if you unplug your modem, restart it, they're trying to work on a permanent fix. Luckily, I finally have wired internet, so that is not an issue that I have. Etsy is green, Depop is green, Facebook Marketplace, when using dark mode on Facebook, the copy buttons don't appear. So if you have an issue with one of these platforms, then you can look here to see if there are currently any issues. Mercari is green, Poshmark is green. So for me, I use eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark. 3 of my 4 are green, and the 4th one only has a problem if you have slow internet. So you can always click on that technical issues button and see exactly what's going on. You can also click on software to see which one you have. I recommend updating and checking it regularly. And the referral program is really great, and it can be a great added source of income for you. If you're telling other resellers about it, you can get your own code, and List Perfectly gives you 20% of what that person pays. So you know, that is what I get for showing this to you, for helping you. It is out there. It is public. They do not spend any advertising money. You're not going to see them pop up anywhere. They only go through word of mouth. So even as a small reseller, you might have reseller friends, and if you refer them, you get that referral, and that's a great added income. All right, contact us. They have this lovely little button down at the bottom that just pops up, and it's got search issues. And if you search for an issue and it's not there, send us a message. We typically reply in a few hours. That is exactly what I have seen. All right, so what I'm going to do here is go to my listings, and I want to show you, this is kind of my back door to List Perfectly. So here you can see the connections. That is for cross-posting. It's also for the auto delist. Again, only available in the $99.99, but that's what I have to make sure they're active. And you do have to have a computer turned on. We have one in the shed that we leave on all the time. Now, if you don't leave it on, soon as you turn it on, it's going to pop up and it's going to then go ahead and end the listings for you. So I have very rarely had things double sell. That's not a big concern for me. So you can see my drafts. My employee typically makes about 40 drafts per day, and she uploads the listing or the photos on the phone, tells the AI lister to help her. And I'm going to refer you to my video that is only on that. And I'm going to just click into one of these here for you. So here you can see, these are the photos that she took of the brooch. And I'm going to move this one because I want to show that this is in the original vintage case. And the title for the jewelry is Vintage Sarah Coventry Silver Tone Abstract Circular Brooch Pin and Jewelry. So what I do, this is 71 characters. I don't know if that's like a flower or scroll. So I might put floral, and now I'm at 78. That I'm happy with. And here's the description that it came up with. The cool thing on AI, and you'll see in my other video, is you can set the tone. You can set it professional. You can set it funny. You could tell it to do Star Wars talk. You can do whatever you want with it. And it bullet lists them, which I really like. Silver tone finish, circular abstract design, lightweight at 9 grams. It picked that up because we showed it on the scale weighing 9 grams. The AI put that in, we did not. Secure pin closure, 2 inches across, because we're showing it with that. Now, I want to show you, it's about 1 3/4 inches, so that's a little bit off. Sometimes I change that, sometimes I don't. So it's got here, it put the brand Sarah Coventry, silver, it is metal. Like you could put, if you think this is Art Deco, you could put Art Deco there. For the size, you could put that 1.75 inches. And it has women, pre-owned, good. And down here, so my employees all put the price as $2,000. I come back in, I research it, and then I put the price for the MSRP. That's only for Poshmark. I always put 0. And then here is your shipping weight. I put all my packages at 8 by 8 by 8, whether they are or not, because if they're under 12 by 12, it doesn't really matter. Now, another cool feature here is I can hit this magnifying glass and it pops up another screen and it Google Lenses it. And then I can look and be like, okay, are any of these mine? And honestly, none of them are. The nice thing here is I can hit add to search and I can type in Sarah Coventry because I know it's a Sarah Coventry. Let's see if we get anything better. We didn't. I'm not finding that exact one. These are similar. So I could look at that and check and see if that's something. That's only at $20. I'm probably going to price quite a bit higher than that. But it's really nice to have that feature because you can search for Google Lens. You also look at this. Do you see this price guide? This is what pops up. It does research. So it's searching for my whole description. So nothing came up because that's a lot of words to match exactly. I'm just going to put vintage Sarah Coventry brooch. And then I can just get an idea. Look at how cool this is. The average sold price is $31. The price ranges from $1 to $4.75. Average shipping is $6.84. Only 6% have free shipping. The sell-through rate is really horrible, but you're seeing it, right? Here's the sales trend. It looks like Sarah Coventry's average sold price is going up, which is a good thing. So this is a really, really neat feature to have to be able to research your item. And it helps you. I use WorthPoint as well. I do think that is worth it. But this is a great, great tool to have in this software. Now, I list everything from the computer, and you can only cross-post from a computer. It can be a computer, a laptop. I think you can do it from an iPad. So that little feature is another really, really nice thing. I wanted to show you this. This is the extension settings. So I just clicked my little List Perfectly extension button in the top right of my browser, and it comes up. So you can see my auto delist is turned on. My sales detection is on. I have it checking every 30 minutes. So this is where you would go to make sure that that is on. I do try and check it at least a few days a week, because sometimes if it refreshes, it might get turned off. Now, here is a super cool thing if you are using Poshmark. And one of the biggest things that I hear people complaining about with Poshmark is the sharing and social aspect of it. Well, guess what? You don't necessarily have to do that. List Perfectly will share it for you. And again, this is another feature that saves you money. I was paying $30 a month for a totally different service that now I don't need because it's included with List Perfectly. So you can go in here, you can tell it to source all of your pages, and the max that it can share a day is 6,000. I left it at the settings it had. This is the ones it had. I just left it. You can pick if it does it only from certain times. I have mine active all day, or you can tell it just to share your closet once. Now, you can do discounted shipping on Poshmark. I am not doing that because they're already getting cheap shipping. And you can also follow. So you can click on you follow people's closets. So this is all of your social stuff, and you can hit start following. You can share, start sharing. And here is the send offers, and you pick your discount. This is mine. I have it 20% off. I do not do discounted shipping. I have minimum net earnings. I want to make at least $10. And you can exclude items that are new, exclude items listed in the last 30 days. If they're brand new, don't send the offers. And you can go ahead and start sending offers, and it will be turned on. So amazing, amazing feature to help you get started with Poshmark. All right, I do not use Shopify. I do not use Instagram. Etsy I use. So I guess you can, I'm going to do this. See, I didn't even know this. I told you I'd learn with you. I don't do any digital files. I can set it to always say physical item, which all of my items are. Who made it? Mine is always another person. I'm not hand making anything. What is it? It is always a finished product. When was it made? Most of mine are 90s. I'm going to set that. And then if it's different, I can change it. So that is absolutely beautiful. I love that. Okay, so I changed that. So here on eBay, you can pick if you want to enable sell similar, switch to auction price format. So if you're doing only auctions, you could set that here. You can, so my auctions, most of mine are 10 days. That's what I prefer. I rarely do auctions, but I'm going to go ahead and click that. And then Mercari, I have I definitely want this on. Override Mercari suggestions and turn off smart pricing. It's just like eBay's. They don't know what the heck they're talking about. All right. So that, and again, Facebook, one at a time. I don't use it. Grailed, I don't use it. Depop, I don't use it. Vestaire, I don't use it. Now, here's again, the sales detection and auto delist. Mine is turned on. Very, very well worth it. You can go in, you can see the history, what it's ended, and any issues. Here on sub-account settings, if you do hire an employee and you don't want them to have access, you can add a sub-account and have them their own username and email where they can access your account under their own name, not under yours. So that's nice if you do have an employee. I don't use it. My employees use my phones, my computers, so I trust them to do that, and they just sign in under my name. My last show and tell before I go over the plans, the pricing, and come back and talk to you a little bit is the issues finder. I have 1,900 of them. I really, really need to go through it. And this is because I messed up my List Perfectly catalog in the beginning. And I'll actually show you exactly how I did that. When you click your List Perfectly extension, okay, you can see I have like a million tabs open. So when you click your List Perfectly extension here, you're going to click on the settings. And this was something I, for whatever reason, did not have turned on. And that is to show the link tool. This is very important. And I'm going to show you why. We're going to go to my eBay listings and you're going to see exactly why. And if you end and sell similar, this is something you really, really need to know. I've shown it in one of my List Perfectly videos before, but that is really important. Show the cross posting. It is nice too. They have now got it where when listings end, it actually closes the window for you, which is really, really cool. And leave edit tabs open when copying listings. You can leave them open or not. Poshmark, you can just choose set as not for sale or add to your boutique. So again, there's other settings here on the extension as well. But the main one I wanted to show you was in general in this link tool. And we're going to hop over to eBay real quick and I will show you there exactly what that looks like. So I'm on my eBay Seller Hub, which is just my eBay selling, and then I'm clicked on listings. I do have a video on the Seller Hub. I'll pop up if you're not overly familiar with using that. So here's a really, really good example. Somebody bought these To Me locks a day after they were listed, and then they canceled the order. So I canceled the order, relisted it. Well, now it's got another item number. Do you see where it says link? That means that List Perfectly is not linked with the new one because it made a new number because the customer canceled. So if this sold, it would not end on the other platforms. So all I do is click link, and it is done. And that is the same thing if you end and sell similar. You just come back into your listings, click link. I did 100 in under 10 minutes. It's very, very fast. And you can see all of these say they're copied. So that is what we want to see. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Poshmark, and I'll show you what it looks like there. So here on Poshmark, you can see copied, 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 copied. They're all copied. And that is what you want to see. So if something happened, it would not say that. We do check these platforms maybe every 6 months, like thoroughly throughout all the listings to make sure everything is linked. If you have a smaller store though, it'd be pretty easy to just scroll through every week. And Mercari also has the same option. Here on Mercari, I'll go to my listings. And here you can see we actually refresh these listings, so they're not linked. So I'm just going to click link. And then I know if it sells somewhere else, it'll be linked up and it'll get ended properly. And that is the main thing it matters for, is that it is linked into the catalog. Now you can manually end your listings, and I will actually show you that. So I'm just clicking link here so that these are linked because we reposted some earlier. We do like to refresh our Mercari listings. So all you got to do is make sure that link tool is on, come through. We do this every morning typically. I'm just doing it a little bit earlier for them. And we come through and link all of our new items. And let's go ahead and I'm going to show you on my listings exactly how you would manually end an item if you're not wanting to go up to that $99 package just yet. So I am on my main listings. I'm going to hit hide draft and hide sold. So here, let's say this sold and you don't have auto delist. What you're going to do is click this double arrows button, and you're going to click select to mark sold, and you see it chooses all the platforms, and then you're going to click on mark sold. I'm not going to because that item didn't sell, and then it'll take it off all the platforms for you. So if you don't have auto delist, you would just, when an item sells, you just come in here, you would search for it in the catalog, and then you're going to click this button and tell it to mark it as sold. If you're not getting a ton of sales, that's not something that takes a ton of time. We sell quite a bit. So for us, the auto delist is a wonderful feature. And now I will go back to our issues tab and let's see what they have to say about my stuff. So here you can see it says sold in eBay. If I click here, it says last sync, unable to check status, or listing not found. So I can click remove because it's sold on eBay. So all of these say sold on eBay. So really all we need to do is come in here and click remove because they are sold on eBay. So it doesn't show them listed on any other platform. That's the nice thing. Now this one, okay, and I bet this is a really good one. So this sold on eBay, but it's telling me, look, it's sold and it's still finding an active listing on Mercari. So if I click remove, uh-oh, Kat. Let's now we got to go find that. Okay, I was hoping that would remove it off of Mercari, but I think I just removed it off of my issues tab. Okay, now I don't want to hide sold because that was a sold item. Okay, so here it is. So it was in Issues Finder. If I click on Mercari, look, that Issues Finder found that this was not ended. So some glitch caused it not to be ended. So I'm going to click on edit and I can simply go and delete this item. I forgot to show you. I just deleted the item. And so I deleted the item on Mercari, and I can also click on Poshmark. And look, this B is still on Poshmark and it should not be. So I'm going to hit edit. And then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to hit delete listing. Yes, I want to delete it. And now it's gone. So going back to my listings, now what I'm going to do is click bulk edit. And I know I just took this off Mercari and Poshmark. And I'm going to click those, click close, and click save. Now it says sold eBay. So if you have a sold sign, it really should only say one platform. Like, look, here's another one. And this is just kind of your way to double check everything. But it's nice. It pulls them up in the issues tab. Like I said, all these sold with just one platform, I think pretty much just need to be removed. Here I can click, look, here's another one. So this one's sold on eBay, but that's a multi-quantity. So I can remove that because I know I have more than one of that box. Now this one, unable to check status. Again, most of these with the sold in just eBay, I can get out of there, but here's another one. Platform selected on Poshmark, but no active listing is found on Poshmark. So that might have got removed off Poshmark somehow accidentally. And you can go through here. Most people don't have 1,900 listings, let alone 1,900 issues. Kat is good at that, right? Kat is good at that. All right. So now what I want to do real quick is go over the pricing of the plans with you for the different levels. I'm going to come back, tell you an amazing, amazing surprise and gift that is coming to you from myself and List Perfectly. And you cannot beat it. Like, hands down, you cannot beat it. And yeah, so let's look at the pricing. Okay, so here if you click services just at listperfectly.com, you can click it and go to plans and pricing. That is what we are looking at. So here's the cool thing. And I haven't used other services. I cannot compare them. I know a lot of them charge you extra, like if you want background removal, they'll charge you an extra fee for auto delist. There's all these add-ons, and List Perfectly is not like that. Everything is included in the price. So they start at $29, and for that you get your cross posting, you get your image editing, you get 25 background removals. So if you're a small seller, again, or you just want to back up your listings and go to listing party, the simple would be fine for you. The business level, again, cross posting, bulk cross listing, you can do 5, 10 at a time, 50 background removals. You also get your sales analytics. They will let you, if you'd like, put in your costs. as well as what it sells for is imported, and then you can get reports, see which platforms you're doing better on. It also, all of these have AI listing assistant. They just have lower amounts. So here's the Pro plan. This one's popular. Again, I use the Pro Plus, the $99. I personally think that's the best bang for your buck. With Pro, you can, of course, cross-list to all platforms. Bulk, you get 1,500 background removals, a Pro description builder, AI listing assistant. You get sales detection. That is not auto delist. Do not confuse it. The $69 does not have it. And then you also get the Poshmark sharing tools for that $69. And I told you earlier, I was paying $30 just for that Poshmark sharing tool. So that one, and you're going to get the listing party and all of the other stuff that we've shown. Now, Pro Plus is what I have. That one, you go up to 3,000 background removals. You get 1,000 AI listings. You get the auto delist. You get the sub account to have an employee on there. And you've got the Poshmark automation, the sending offers, the sharing, all of those different things. So these are your tiers here. Lowest $29 a month if you want. But I have an amazing offer for you. So I'm going to come back on screen and talk to you about that now. All right. I know that was a lot, but yet it was not a lot at the same time. List Perfectly does have their own YouTube channel. I will pop that up top for you now. I will also put it down in the description for you. And are you ready for this amazing surprise? Every single one of you that are watching this video right now and want to try it can try it for a month free. List Perfectly was generous enough to say, and they're confident enough in their product to give you a month free. $99 plan, all of you. Any plan you want, I suggest you're getting it for free. Get the $99 one. You can change it after if you don't think you need it. I like it. Okay, so you get it free. I'm going to put a link in the description. I'm also going to pin it in the comments, and try it out. No cost at all to you. You will see the value fast. Now, I will also tell you, as with any business tool, if you do not use it, then it's not worth the money. These apps and tools that we have at our disposal are absolutely useless if you do not use them. So, yes, you have to be the one cross-posting and clicking things. And yes, you have to be the one taking the pictures for it to create the listings for you. You still have to work, but this makes it so much easier. It saves you so much time. I didn't show you the AI lister because I have a whole video on it. I'll also put that down in the description. Try it. Like, try it. Even if you aren't thinking about cross-posting, try it to create listings. It's free. You might as well. See how it works. See the time that it saves. Now, is it going to get it right every time? No. I change and add my titles all the time. I want to read over everything. AI is a computer. You are the person, you are the business owner. You know what keywords sell items for you. So yes, you might have to change the title. Yes, it might get a measurement a little bit wrong, like I showed you earlier. It's not going to be perfect. I'm not perfect. You know, none of us are. So you do need to read over it. You do need to pay attention, but look at the amount of time that you save by it creating. I used to do everything sell similar. So if you're a sell similar seller, I get it, but create them on List Perfectly. What I do is I do in batches of 10. I copy them all out to eBay. Then I do 10 all out to Poshmark. Then I do 10 all out to Mercari. And then I look at my listings and see which ones I think are appropriate for Etsy. And then I will copy them there. Very, very fast process. Time is saved. Money is saved. Money is made. You know, we have done $17,000 on Posh. that we would not have done if we weren't cross-posting there. Could I manually have done it? Yes. Do I have the time? No, I don't. Go hang out in the listing parties. Trish is on every single morning, 9 a.m. Susie is on at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So you have two options. So you East Coasters could go at 9 a.m. and then you could go again at noon to Susie's and hang out with both of them. Put it on your computer, on your TV, have it in the background while you're working. You have a question, pop into the 24-hour listing party. It's so worth it, and I'm giving you it free. Try it. That's all I can say. I think, in my opinion, it will speak for itself as long as you utilize the tools that they give you. So link for the free month will be down in the comments. I don't know when you're watching this. This is coming out at the beginning of July 2025. So if that link is no longer good, you are welcome to message me on Instagram or email me, thenurseflipper@yahoo.com, and I will see if I can get you a free month. I don't know how long that offer is going to be open, so I do recommend taking advantage of it ASAP. But if you're watching this later, feel free to message me on Instagram, send me an email, and I will see if I can get you a free month if you're watching it down the road later in July or even in 2026, whenever it is. I will do my best to try and get you the free month. If the free month doesn't work and you're not overly concerned about the free month, I do have a code, the Nurse Flipper, that will get you 30% off your first month, and you can try it that way. There's a lot more. There's a lot more. It's a lot to go over. Again, they have their YouTube channel. They also have the help section on the website as well. Utilize those. I have my AI, what would you call it? I guess my kind of, I can't think of the word. My demonstration. I thought of the word. I have my AI demonstration video down in the video description for you. Check that out. Watch it if you want to see that a little more in depth. Again, you can do it on your phone. The only thing you can't do on your phone is cross-posting. And if you don't have a computer or a laptop, I will tell you, you can get a Chromebook and it will cross-post, and you can get them for under $200 on eBay. That is what I did when I was still nursing, and I brought my little Chromebook to work and I would cross-post from work like that because they did not let me add lists perfectly to their browsers at the hospital. So that is what I did. I really hope this has been educational. I hope it's been informational. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment. If you don't know, I answer every single comment that I get, or reach out to me on Instagram or an email and I will answer you. I really appreciate you watching. If you are still here, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you love List Perfectly as much as I do, and that is 100% from the heart. Claire and Amanda are amazing people. They're the co-founders of List Perfectly. Trish is one of my best friends. I have met them all through List Perfectly. And again, I use this service 7 days a week in my business. I've used it for 4 years. So not something new coming on the market. I am not getting paid to make this video. I just love sharing it and I want to help you. And a lot of you have asked me to do this. So thank you so much for your time. Hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July. Be safe. Please don't drink and drive. I hope the rest of the weekend is good as well, and I will see you on the next one.